The last time I seriously committed to a dopamine detox was way back when everybody was still locked up in their homes, and my screen time had gotten bad, bro. Like it was like 8 hours a day just on my phone because I didn't have anything else to do. And then eventually in about May, June 2021, I had committed, because the pain had gotten so bad, to a long-term dopamine detox. Not just like a day, like all of those viral YouTube videos about the detox back in the day just told you to completely not look at screens on Sunday, which does not work at all. I've made this kind of comparison before, where if you eat pizza and burgers and fast food and donuts and stuff 6 days of the week, and then on Sunday, you drink the healthy juice and you drink the healthy smoothie and etc., you're still gonna get fat and disgusting and get a bunch of acne. So I'd committed to a month-long dopamine detox, and the rule was extremely strict. It was that I couldn't watch a single second of YouTube in that entire month. And I used some like website blocker to help myself do it. Now, unfortunately, because the rules were so extremely strict and I was doing that thing that I know you've done 500 times, I've done it a million times, where you get super motivated and then you create a super extreme change in your life that you have to implement tomorrow, and then it's gonna last this fixed amount of time and blah 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 blah. We've all done that before. And you want to know the results of that? I didn't watch any YouTube in the first week, but then I just spent the 8 hours watching bullshit anime episodes from random shows that weren't even that good. My dopamine receptors were so fried that they were just craving stimulation. It wasn't even entertaining. There weren't even good shows. They were just the random shows that were released that season. And I just binged like several seasons in that first week, because you can binge like, a random anime series in 3 hours if you really want to. And I binged several series just in that first week to supplement my insane cravings for instant gratification. And let me tell you, at the end of the week, I felt like a complete failure. I'd even told my brother, who was my roommate at the time, about that goal. And it was completely embarrassing because all week I was like half lying to him. He kept checking in with me. He was like, yo, have you watched any YouTube today? And I kept saying like, no. And he would be like, oh, congratulations. But I was half lying. I was doing a lie of omission because I didn't tell him. I just spent all that time on instant gratification anyway. So that kind of like lying to my brother added to the self-hatred and self-loathing at the end of this failure of a week. Needless to say, after that failure of a week, I completely relapsed. I lost confidence in myself. I thought that I just wasn't capable of doing it and that I was just fucked for life. And it went down a really deep, negative, dark hole. Hey brother, I'm Ethan. And after binging self-improvement content for over 6 years, between 18 and 24 years old, I finally decided to make this channel for other young men in the self-improvement depression stage of knowing everything you already are supposed to be doing, but you still can't take consistent action for whatever reason. And in each of these videos, I give you an action mission to snap you into the frame of a man of action near the end of the video. Once you watch a few of these in a row, etc., you're gonna keep rewiring your brain, and eventually I want you to graduate out of this phase of self-improvement to where you can snap into the frame of a man of action all on your own. If that sounds useful to you, which it really should, because there's no other channel on YouTube like this, then I highly advise you to subscribe, brother. So I have a confession to make to you. Over the course of the past month and a half, at the second half of May and then for all of June 2023, I'm recording this on July 2nd, 2023, by the way, I relapsed hard on my dopamine detox. It was going very, very well for the second half of March and then all of April and then the start of May. And what triggered this relapse was that just my work responsibilities at my job essentially doubled while this guy was taking a leave and I took on his responsibilities. And then near the end of May, I was also on top of that having some issues with my girlfriend. So I relapsed, bro. I've been watching a bunch of videos for all of June. But the good thing about this life-changing dopamine detox that's different than the one that I mentioned at the start of the video is that all of this relapse, all of these failures, I was already accounting for when I started. I knew that there was going to be maybe weeks, maybe even months at a time that I would relapse, but this life-changing dopamine detox, it's named as such because it's going to be lifelong. I'm committed to solving this addiction to instant gratification during my lifetime. I don't care if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, etc. Of course, I'm going to work hard to make sure that I can do it as quickly and efficiently as possible. But part of the process is going to be the failures, and what I'm doing differently now than before is that I'm okay with the failures. I'm not going to let them get to me. But what's different about the protocol of the life-changing dopamine detox is that it's kind of like, picture Walmart, right? They buy insurance every year because they know, despite their best efforts, that somebody's going to steal some food, every week. They have a budget for stolen food on the balance sheet. You can literally look this up on their accounting statements online. And it's kind of the exact same thing. In this life-changing dopamine detox, we already know that it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be times that you're feeling lonely, so you jack off to porn or something on a Friday night in the future. You already know that, you're going to skip the gym a couple times next year sometime, It's not supposed to be perfect. The consistent imperfection is way better than the perfect nothing, right? And the biggest purpose of this video I want to give for you, bro, is that nobody who has successfully accomplished the life-changing dopamine detox of reducing your instant gratification, increasing your delayed gratification, and turning yourself into a man of action, nobody who's done it did it perfectly. Failure is a welcome part of this process. And what's crazy? Even though I'm getting back into the swing of things by making this video for you, I still understand that future failures are a welcome part of the process, bro. So, brother, for today's video mission, to get you to take some action on these fucking self-improvement videos, is to concentrate. Seriously, do this with me as I say it in real time. Concentrate all of the self-hatred, the self-loathing, the negative self-talk you've built up over the course of this relapse. I want you to really encapsulate all of the negativity and bring it right here into the chest, bro. And then I want you to grab that bitch and fucking toss it. I know this sounds kind of insane, but really try it out and give it the credit it's due, because this practice does actually trick your brain to kind of make you feel lighter and more open to starting the process anew. Seriously, brother, I promise you there is no shame in failing or relapsing on the life-changing dopamine detox. It's all part of the process. Just remind yourself why you started this thing in the first place and get back to work. Watch this video I made on specifically how you can take action after every single self-improvement video you watch so that they actually are worth your time watching them. And I'll see you in that next video, bro.